Okay, today we're working on these little sacks that hold a little light, and the bunny shines through. Okay, I stitched the placement line along here, so we're going to flip this over. This is your lining piece, and place it along the line. And tape. And we're going to flip this over. And this is what I call the accent piece. Tape it. Well, not yet, but then put your main piece down here. And you'll want a piece of tape here. And then we're going to stitch a line to hold them all together. Okay, we have our line stitched right there to hold them all together. So you want to fold the back piece down. And I always like to iron it. And also to hold in place, I use just a little bit of sticky stuff, spray adhesive, on the back side. Kind of pull it down so it holds in place. And then we'll flip it over. And we'll pull the front piece down. And our little accent piece. And you can spray it if you want. Then we'll go back and we'll stitch a line up here, and then we'll stitch another line here. Okay, we stitched a line across there to hold them together and stitched a line here. And I'm going to trim this off. And then it'll stitch the satin stitch. Okay, stitch this line here. We cut this and sewed our satin stitch, and I went ahead and stitched out the bunny, and we're going to trim around here. It's kind of hard to do on the film, so I'm going to trim it out and then show it to you. Okay, you see I've cut the little bunny out inside, and so you can add this to the front or the back. I add it to the back just because I don't want the seam showing, and depending on what fabric you use for your see-through, this was awful thin, so I used double layers. So that it wouldn't pucker and lay down better. And we will stitch around that. And also, I added just to hold my edges, a piece of the WSS water soluble stabilizer. Okay, we have our 2 lines stitched here, and you can do this on the machine. I took it off just so you can see it, but then you'll want to fold this up, your front piece, and then stitch the lines there. Okay, we have our lines stitched there, so we're going to fold this back down and then fold it back up and line the folds all up together. Okay, we stitched here and along here. So now we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the back. We'll fold it up and we'll stitch these 2 lines here. Okay, we have these 2 lines stitched here, so we're going to fold this down and then we fold it back up. And match your folds. And you can tape it to hold it in place. And then it'll stitch a line around here and down here, and you have this opening for turning. You want to trim around it and clip your curves, and then you'll see here you have a place you want to turn it. Okay, we've turned it that way, and then we'll turn it this way and smooth out our corners. And there's a little bit of tearaway left up there. You tear it off. And then you kind of just work and smooth out your corners. And then you have your little sacks. And you put your light in there. And then it shows through like that. And so here we have our set of 4, 3 bunnies, and then some flowers. And you can stick flowers in them, or you can put handles on them if you think you're going to hang them up. During the process, you can put a ribbon there to make a little handle.